Today you will be learning about vital information versus fluff information. Now this will be in regards to doing an extended response in the case of park. So we're going to look for information that seems important to our question versus information that is just thrown in there as an extra. So where do we start? Well, the first thing you should do when answering any sort of question is to read the question or the questions first. This is so you know what you will be looking for when you are reading your different passages. So the very first thing you should do is to read your question. The next thing, you're going to read your passages. Now this one seems obvious, but kids tend to want to skip ahead and just answer a question. But when it comes to doing an extended response, you really need to be reading these passages so that you know what information you can pull for your evidence. Okay, so after you have read all of the passages, there may be 2 or 3, maybe it's just 1, you are then going to reread your question. Okay, you've just read 2 or 3 different passages, some of them may be long, and now I want you to go back and to reread the question. What am I looking for one more time? This will help us for number 4 when you're going to make a quick mini outline. What information can I get down on this paper or what you're going to type in your computer for park right away, which will help me with number 5, which is to answer the question. Again, this one seems obvious, but we do need to do these other 4 steps in order to answer our question. This is where you're going to type in your essay. Okay, the very last step, you are going to reread your answer. Okay, you need to go back through, check for your spelling. Did you capitalize when you should have? Do you have punctuation marks? Does it make sense? And does it, in fact, answer that question? You've read the question 2 times. Now make sure that your answer actually is answering that question. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to read our question. So here's a question that some of you saw on Friday. So let's read this together. You have read 3 passages. Think about the similarities and the differences and how the 3 authors develop the themes of the passages. Write an essay in which you identify a theme from each text and analyze how each theme is developed. Be sure to include specific details from all the selections. Okay, now that's a lot of information, and on Park you are going to be able to highlight the information that you want. So let's pull out our highlighter tool here. So we've read 3 passages. You should know that that means you're going to read 3 different things. Okay, we're going to think about similarities and differences. Okay, so those are some keywords that we are going to want to underline so that we know that that's what we're doing. Remember, similarities are the same, differences are not the same. Okay, and how the 3 authors develop the themes. Oh, there is a key word, themes. I'm going to double highlight this, theme. Again, theme is the life lesson. What does the author want you to learn after reading these passages? So we're going to look at how the themes of 3 passages are the same and how they are different. Then you're going to write an essay in which we identify the theme. Obviously, we know that that's what we have to do if we are talking about themes up here. And then we're going to analyze how each theme is developed. That means we're going to discuss how did they go about telling us? Was it a poem? Was it a song? Did we see it in a video? Did they have a moral in the story? So was it a fable? You're going to analyze how they told it to you. And then be sure to include specific details. That, again, is your evidence or your quotes from all the sections. This is very important. That means you're going to have a quote or some sort of example or paraphrase from all of the selections that you have read.